Welcome back. It is National Nutrition Month, so we're talking about the best ways to find healthy meals on a tricky schedule, all things nutrition. So lifetime nutrition coach Nick Fey is joining me now to talk a little bit more about this. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you very much. It's exciting for, it's good to have a month dedicated toward nutrition, but it's planning this month for, everything moving forward, because obviously there's 11 other months in the year to keep track of too.
Absolutely. So I know there's so many different things that go into nutrition, so we could go many different routes with this. But I guess first start by talking about just maybe a simple way to kind of just start on your nutrition journey and just boosting your nutrition, especially if you have tricky schedule or, all those excuses that pop up.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge topic I work with clients because everybody has their unique circumstances. And this is my trainer cliche statement, but it's failing to plan is planning to fail long term, where, maybe you have job, you have kid pickup, you have sports stuff later on. If you don't think about all the different circumstances you could run into, you're going to get that hunger craving where then you stop at somewhere maybe not optimal for your nutritional benefit, pick up something bad, and then, you do that 7 days a week. It is a difference of, a couple thousand calories per week.
Totally.
So that's where, if you can figure out how can I get a good meal or good snacks for the kids or, whatever your circumstances are, easily available.
Yeah.
And they don't have to be boring. I mean, that's the common one where you think of celery and carrots, where I'm not ragging on the celery and carrots people. That is an awesome option.
Yep.
But it's not for everyone, where maybe we have, protein bites or, easy protein shakes, or if you can pack a cooler with Greek yogurt and berries and those kind of things where you're going to feel better about it. You're going to happen to, you're going to repeat that more frequently. And it's, healthy for everybody around as well too.
So the first step would kind of just be refining those snacks, correct? And I know you listed off a few there, but what are what's your first piece of advice you give to people who are looking for an easy snack to grab that maybe is one versus another that would be much better for you?
So I'm really big into intuitive, kind of snacking and eating, where your body is going to tell you what it's craving, where, a common one is nighttime ice cream. Well, I got that sweet tooth,
I have a sweet tooth, I get it.
And so it's finding, what's something that satiates you, so it fills you up, but also satisfies that craving for you too, where maybe that is that Greek yogurt with some berries. That's going to have some carbohydrates, but it's not full of the sugars. Or, if that is a big step for you from the ice cream, there's other pretty good brands out there, like a Halo Top that does have some protein in it. And just some of those, be careful of, they are going to have sweeteners and things, so if you are, intolerant to that, but either take baby steps if that's more appropriate for you, where anything, a step up that's more healthy for you is a positive, productive step for you, leading into kind of that optimal range. So, it's finding what you're kind of craving, and then from there, make it kind of fun.
Totally.
That's where, if you're craving, something salty, instead of the Doritos, maybe we're getting a, cottage cheese with some crackers.
Oh, okay.
Those can be a little bit more fun, and over time just kind of switch it up, and you can get the family involved, other people involved. For me, I get my clients involved. And we can all kind of have that camaraderie around it versus I gotta eat my, boring meal today. We're having some fun with that as well too.
Totally. Okay, so we only had time to just touch on some snacks here, but just to wrap it up real quick, how could people maybe find you or reach out just to kind of go forward if they want more advice or maybe want to dive into the next step for meals?
So we're always happy to meet with everybody for free. Whether you're a member or a non-member of Lifetime, we want to help, kind of facilitate that process for you, whether it is meal planning or how do I fit this in with my routine, or, overall strength training stuff. We have incredible options there too, where we do have a Life Cafe with meals to go for snacks, protein shakes, supplementation. We cover all of our bases there. So we're happy to introduce you to some of that stuff as well too, and, cover that full 360 of your health. The workout part is fun, but that nutrition and your health and well-being plays a significant role for you too.
Huge role, especially for people who maybe don't enjoy working out. So thank you so much for being with us today. Really appreciate your time. Great advice right there.